morning, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited, if you can't tell, just to be filming again and feeling a little bit more human. So this is my first, I'm so excited to say it, but it's my first video filming as a mum. So Astrid, she's actually just chilling on the bed now watching me, so she probably thinks, oh my gosh, my mum is actually crazy. But Astrid tomorrow will be 11 weeks old, so yeah, we're all doing well, but hence the reason why I haven't been able to do much makeup or videos, because I just haven't got the time, and I'm pretty sure this video is going to be a lot of up and down, but we will see how we go. But before I carry on blabbering, I'm going to get my primer on just so that can start sinking into my skin, and I will tell you about what I'm going to do in the video today. So if you do want to see what I'm about to do, it is going to be a mum makeup. It's been my go-to look that I've been doing lately, and I've had a lot of people request it. So do keep watching, and if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below so you can see what I'm up to, because fingers crossed today's going to work really well and I can start getting back into this, because I really do miss filming so much. So I'll stop talking. Oh my goodness, this has been such a game changer. This is the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrating Primer, and seriously, like, I have been a Maybelline fan for ages, especially the matte and poreless. Hang on, I said I was going to stop talking so I could put this on my skin. Like I was saying, so this is the consistency here. Yeah, I've absolutely always loved the matte and poreless and the dewy and smooth foundation, but this primer under the matte and poreless has seriously been such a game changer. Like, I love a more dewy look, I love my highlighters, I love to look quite glowy, but I do like a full coverage as well. Like, for, you know, for most days I do like quite a full coverage. And this under the matte and poreless, oh my goodness, the combo is just amazing. It's sort of, not that the matte and poreless is ever very heavy, but this just helps just take away that real matte look. It just gives your skin a nice glow underneath through the foundation, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, the consistency is beautiful, it feels lovely on the skin, and what I do like, it has a slight tackiness, which I do like, because then the foundation really sticks to it. I did see, I think there's a pink bottle and a green bottle as well, I think. I'm not too sure what the other ones were. I just knew I wanted to try the hydrating one, but it is absolutely lovely. And so, excuse my beauty blender, it does need a clean, and I'm being too lazy and I don't want to leave Astrid to go wet it, so I'm just spraying it with some of the Rimmel Fix and Go. Now sorry if you can hear it in the background, she makes so many noises and she's just lying there fascinated with what I'm doing. She loves my makeup desk. She very often sits on my lap at my desk and just watches me do my makeup. I think it's all the colours and everything she loves, so it's gonna be a girly girl. Right, so for my colours, as you can see, I do have a little bit of tan on and my face is a little bit lighter, but the combo I've been finding works for me the best at the moment. So it's the matte and poreless, the Fitme Maybelline foundation, and the shades that I've actually been mixing is the 220 and the 120, because you can see that's like obviously way too light and this is like a smidge too dark, and the combo together is really nice. So what I usually do is I take a bit of the 220. Oh, I'm starting to run out. Oh no, I need to get more. So I take a bit of the 220, and the 220 I put more around the outside of my face and a little bit on my neck, so that blends out, so I sort of focus more around the edge, and then I use the 120 more in the center and kind of like in between, if that makes sense. So like where I have put the other darker bits, I also put some of the light, and then yeah, you can see, and then it all blends together. Yeah, sorry, she's just chatting. Honestly, she chats so much, but then I talk so much as well, so I think she had no hope. So see what I mean? That primer underneath, it just makes everything look so flawless. but then it gives, I don't know if you can see it, it just gives your skin just a really subtle glow. So it just looks like your skin is just incredible underneath and you've got this perfect flawless finish. And then for concealer, I'm almost out of this too. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is also another favorite of mine. So I just pop that under my eyes. And I do also just go up my cheekbone as well, because this is a great concealer but also a great highlighter. You know, my chin, Cupid's bow, the center of my nose. For some contouring, I'm going to use the Australis Ac on Tour Contour and Highlight Palette. These are great little palettes to have. They're really affordable as well. But yeah, just for your day-to-day, when you're not needing just a super chiseled look, these are great just to dust on. So before I start contouring, I'm just going to go in just with this lighter shade. I'm not taking a lot. I am literally just tapping my brush in, taking the excess off, and just dusting lightly under my eye. I'm not going all the way up under my eye because for me personally, that's how I get a little bit of creasing. So I do like to set it a little bit, but not directly under my eye, because what I find during the day, because I do have a few lines, and then obviously since having estrogen I've got a few more dark circles and lines, but if you set under your eyes with powder and you do have a few lines, once it's set, it doesn't budge. So I'm finding that during the day, if I don't set too close to my eye, if it's starting to sink in, all you need to do, just run your finger like this under your eye very gently, tap it all back in, and you'll find that it actually helps. So a little mum hack for you. Now for contour, I'm just going in with this shade here. Same thing, dabbing brush in, tapping excess off, and I'm just lightly going under my jaw, like so. And then we go along the forehead. And then your jawline. So you can see what I mean? You still do get the contour look, but it's just not quite as harsh as sort of with the cream ones, where you do get a bit more of a harsher look. The other thing that's handy for another little mum hack is actually getting little palettes that do have contour, highlight and blush in. So I'm going to use this blush and this highlight. And I like to go on the apples of my cheek and then bring it up a little bit higher. That's what I like to do personally. And then before I do my highlight, I like to just dust over my bronzer. So I'm going to use the WetnWild bronzer, and this is called Ticket to... She's actually falling asleep watching me. Oh, she's so cute. Because I very often, you know the little breastfeeding pillows? I'll put her on the bed here, and then it's the perfect height. She can just watch what I'm doing, but she's actually falling asleep, which is fine. So now for highlight. Honestly, the Champagne Pop highlight has been one of my favorites forever. It's just such a gorgeous shade. And it goes with any look, like if you're doing warm, if you're doing cool, it just, yeah, it's just beautiful. Then I like to do a little bit on my nose, just the tip, at the center, and then I do like to just very lightly dust a little bit over my forehead, and then just take the bronzer over the top just to blend it out. And then while I'm at that step, because the base is all done, I then take my Fix and Go, spritz it all over. So this is just from the pharmacy, and this is the Ardell medium brown eyebrow little pomade, which I have been loving. To set my brows down, this is the Rimmel Brow This Way Styling Gel in the medium brown. So for eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Colourpop You Had Me at Hello. So to start with, I'm just going to go in with this light shade here. And this is going to be the transition shade. So I'm just popping that just above my crease. And honestly, you can be quite messy with this, like it doesn't have to be particular, you know, it doesn't have to be put on in a fancy way. Like I'm literally just chucking that on and just the only thing you got to do is just make sure it's really blended out. Then with just a little small fluffy brush, I'm taking that same shade and just pulling that down along my lower lash. And I'm going in with that it's a very similar tone, just a slightly darker tone. And then that I'm popping in the crease just there and then blending it slightly out into that transition shade. And again, I'm just taking that same fluffy brush in with that darker shade and going along my lower lash. And then I'm just going to go in with this golden shade. And I'm just going to dab my finger in and I'm going to just put that over my lid. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out. And just with that same fluffy brush we've been using, just blend it into the shadows. And then just with a very tiny little brush, I'm going to go in with the lighter shade and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. Like so, and also just under my brow bone. And for mascara, I've been using two lately. I've actually been using these two for quite a while. I like the combo. So this is the Rimmel Wonderfully Real Mascara in the Maybelline Lash Sensation. So I find this one does the black, the volume, the thickness, but it can get a little bit clumpy, and then I find the Maybelline brush is so much better to thin it out. And then so now I go in with the Maybelline mascara and it just helps to separate them. Like I love this, I love that it's so black and it's so volumizing, but they clump together so easy, and I don't know if it's just my lashes or if it is the product, but this brush just really helps to separate that product out. And then I usually do one more spritz of the setting spray. And I'm going to use today, this is the Maybelline Beige Babe 545. So I'm going to just pop a bit of that on. This smells really good. And then I'm also going to just put a little bit of the Chi Chi Flirt just in the center. That across. Just to darken it up a little bit. And that's the finished look. It is seriously super easy, and yeah, like I said, Astrid has fallen asleep while I've done it. It's that quick. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about any of the products, or want to see a different sort of mum look, or if you've got questions of how to do an easy mum look, please let me know down below and I'm more than happy to film it for you. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed trying out some of these new products as well. And yeah, I hope you're all doing really well. Hope you have a beautiful week, and I will definitely see you again soon because this was a success. My talking so much has put it to sleep, so that's a bonus. So yeah, hope you have an amazing week and I'll talk to you soon. See you guys.